Welcome to the first showing of Stitch and Scream. I am so excited to get started with this, and I see there's already some people in the comments, which is super cool. Before we dive into tonight's very first showing, let me sorry, one second. Okay, I had a duplicate tab open to make sure like I wasn't live before I went live, and then I was just hearing my own voice. That was freaky. Okay, before we dive in to tonight's showing, which is House on Haunted Hill. More on that in a sec. I want to just do a little quick intro on what Stitch and Scream is about, and it is not rocket science. We are here to knit, crochet, whatever craft. All crafts are cool, um, and watch a classic horror movie. So for me, my favorite things to do are literally to watch TV while I knit. It's like I'm definitely a TV knitter. And also if it's a horror movie on the screen, perfect. Like that is just my happy place. And I do that at least once a week with my fiance already, but I've been craving a little bit more community. I've been wanting to do a little bit more of like a podcast or a stream or something. And I just had this idea from actually listening to this podcast, Creepcast. I don't know if anyone else is a listener to that. Highly recommend. It's basically two guys just reading internet stories, bantering throughout it, and just having a good time. And it just kinda gave me this idea, like, "Oh, I could just, like, enjoy watching horror movies with people who also like to craft live," right? Like, we can just all kinda come together and just have, like, a cozy movie night together. So, I hoping, like, my people are here currently, and I'm hoping maybe we can get some more people going, because my idea is that we do this at least once a week through Halloween, and if I don't wanna get ahead of myself, but if it's popular, if we like it, maybe we do a, marathon for Halloween, maybe we go beyond Halloween. If people are like, "Okay, I like horror, but, like, maybe we should try something else," then maybe we switch up genres. I'm kind of keeping it open, keeping it fluid, but also knowing that, like, my true passion would be to watch horror every week. So, um, all that being said, let's get into it. So, for tonight's movie, we are watching House on Haunted Hill. So, if you're not familiar with this one, I saw some people were asking already, "Have you seen it?" I haven't. This is a haunted house classic, where Vincent Price, who is, like, huge in the classic horror genre, plays a millionaire who dares 5 strangers to survive a night in a creepy mansion. I have never seen this, so who knows what happens, right? But, I and you know what's interesting is I actually thought I had seen this when I pulled it for the poll, when I was asking for votes of what movie we should watch. I thought it was The Haunting, which, is a 1963 movie based off of Shirley Jackson's book, The Haunting of Hill House, which I have seen. I saw that. So I was thinking I was kinda getting them mixed up. And I also want to say that I love that book. If anyone hasn't read it, it's great. And I love all the adaptations of it. The Haunting from 1963 is great. And then of course the Netflix series, which came out, I think in 2018. So good, so creepy, like gave me goosebumps. But yeah, I've never seen this movie, so I think it's gonna be really fun. And again, this movie was decided on a poll that I put out last week. So it was between this, The Night of the Living Dead, which I first saw when I was 12 and have seen a couple times since. I was really, really into zombie movies when I was young, and I still have a soft spot for them. And City of the Dead, which is also known as Horror Hotel, which I had never seen either. So those were the three movies in the poll. It was a super close call between, The House on Haunted Hill and Night of the Living Dead. It was, like, literally 1 vote off. I put the poll up in a few different places, and, like, it won in some, Night of the Living Dead won in another, so it was, like, literally like one vote was a tiebreaker. So I am thinking, I want to do a poll for the next movie. Like, I really want this to be a community thing where we vote on what movies we watch. So, Night of the Living Dead is going to be on the poll for the next movie. But I would love to know what movies you guys want to watch. So, for these movies, they are all going to be public domain horror movies. So, that allows us to stream them with like publicly on YouTube. Like, if you wanted, you could even watch this movie on YouTube as is already. So, basically, I put a link in the description below if you want to just like browse through public domain horror movies and see if any stand out to you and put them in the comments here, or you can email me, like reply to any of the Stitch and Scream emails. Which reminds me, if you are not yet signed up for getting updates on Stitch and Scream, then I have a link in the description as well. So that way you can vote in the polls that are upcoming and you never miss an announcement on what movie we're going to be watching and what the link is for it. Um, Also, I would love, and it would be helpful if for you, if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that way you don't miss any upcoming live streams that way either. That'll give you another notification. So I'm gonna take a little look at our comments here, because we are blowing up. Um, let's see. Yes. I'm just seeing other horror fans are in here. Um, my mom's in the chat, y'all. She told me she was gonna be doing some what was it? Like paying bills during this. She's not someone who knits. So I was like, that's a craft in itself, please. Um, yes, that's so true. There's so many good winter horror spooky movies to keep us going. Um, Victorious Beach. I'm so glad you love the idea. Can't wait to watch. Even if we stick to old time movies, I'm totally down for a year-long marathon. Yes, Frasier Knits, thank you. Oh, okay. I didn't know. This is also loosely based on the book. Okay. You know what's interesting is I was actually looking it up because I was like, when was the Shirley Jackson book written? And it was actually published the same year as this movie. So I'm like, I was a little skeptical if it's based on this book or like whatever, but there also could just be like some similarities between them. But I thought that was so interesting that the movie House on Haunted Hill came out the same year as the book. I keep getting them mixed up. The Haunting of Hill House. Like, I'll also say just real quick that I am like day 4 into COVID right now, and I have Paxlovid, so this is like day 2 of treatment. Um, but I'm still like quite brain foggy, so bear with me if I'm like not making sense or not thinking of the right words to say. Let's see. The book is amazing. Yes. Okay, yeah, The Haunting of Hill House, so good. Cool. All right. So, let's see. Ooh, okay. I've never heard of that, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Ooh, Phantom of the Opera is considered horror. That would be a cool one. I think that's a good classic to watch. The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Um, cool. And thank you, Crafties. Crafts. I think it's yeah, Crafties, I'm assuming. Let me know if that's how you pronounce it. Appreciate it. Every day a little bit better. All right, so let me just make sure I didn't miss any notes before we get started. Oh, so my thought is that we'll keep the movie rolling. Like, I'll just kind of mute myself and we can just kind of watch and just be active in the chat. But also, like, I mentioned this to my fiance, and he was like, "You should pause and give reactions. Like, people like that." And I'm like, "I don't know. I don't want to interrupt people's viewing, you know?" So if you have strong feelings either way, let me know. Like, if you're like, "Girl, just keep it rolling." Um, or if you're like, "Please don't pause the movie, just, whatever." Or the opposite, whatever. Pause, whatever, discuss. I was thinking I was kind of gonna roll Okay, yes to pausing for me, Jetty Biggers. Thank you. That's good to know. Um, okay. So my plan is to kind of roll with the punches and we can pause if the chat gets lively, if something shocking happens. Yes, if there's a lot of shock and awe. That's one thing with like these old movies too, that like they aren't necessarily super scary, a lot of them. And that, they're kind of funny, and, like, that's one thing I love about horror too is, like, it can be spooky, it can be creepy, and then it kinda makes you think about things a little bit, like, what scares you, why, like, I love thinking about that, but also, sorry, the brain fog, but also, like, one thing with horror too is when it's absurd, right? Like, when it's, like, trying to be spooky, but it's not, and it actually ends up being funny, like, that just, like, so good, like, nothing really makes me laugh like that. So, I am looking forward to the laughs, the shocks, you know? Okay, cool. So, pausing might be fun. Alright, okay. And an intermission sounds good, that's good to know. Uh Sweet. All right. And then Kim, I will say, I did not knit this sweater. I knew I was going to get this question, but it's just like my favorite house sweater. This is actually a hand me down from my fiance's mom. And I've been so obsessed with it. I got it just like a couple months ago from her that I already have plans on like recreating it and making a pattern for it. So, more to come on this sweater if you like the sweater as much as me. Uh, Yes, oh, so true. A lot of funny comes from the practical the effects, right, when they're trying too hard. And with these old ones, like, sometimes you never know. Like, sometimes they're really good, and, like, sometimes they can just be like, "What is going on right now?" Um, yes, and Scooby Doo is core to my being, absolutely. Okay, cool. So, without further ado, feel free while we're watching. Oh, okay, duh, I haven't even told you what I'm knitting. So, like, I would love to hear what y'all are working on in the comments. For me, I am working on a sweater I'm calling my, the right side in sweater. So you knit it, and this is a design, it's like this is, like, the 4th time I've knit this sweater, guys. But this should be the final time. But basically, you knit it inside out, and, you flip it. Sorry, brain fog. But yeah, you knit it inside out, and then when you flip it right side out, then you get like this cool, like, what do you call it? Reverse stockinette effect, and it's got like a cool ribbing. It's got like these cool exposed seam details, all that jazz. So I am so close to being done. I during this movie will likely be finishing this sleeve, which I'm at an annoying part of this sleeve where I lost my like interchangeable shorties in the size that I need for this sleeve. So I'm like doing an annoying magic loop to finish this, and I hate magic loop. Um, but I have like 10 more rows, which is gonna take me forever. But goal is to finish this sleeve during this and to pick up the stitches for this sleeve, which are currently being held on floss because when I was like reaching this part, I didn't have any waste yarn near me. I was at my fiance's mom's house. And I was like, you know what? Floss will do. So, that's my plan for while I'm working on this. And I also just wanted to give a quick little plug for if anyone is interested and is looking for a project or is like finishing up a project or is just looking for a new whip, then I am calling for testers right now for my staple tank pattern, which is a seamless top down tank top. And it comes with bust shaping and waist shaping options. And anyway, there's a lot of details. I could go on and on. But I put a link to the test knit application in the description below if you are interested. Um, so that application closes on Saturday. So I just wanted to give a little shout out in case anyone would be interested. But let's see. Okay. Oh, thank you for applying already. Okay, cool. So my plan, I'm gonna kind of like engage in the comments as the movie gets rolling, but I think we should get the movie rolling. So I will say I did start this briefly, and the very first sound of this movie is a super loud scream. So you might want to adjust your volume. Okay, so just be prepared for that. Okay, let me do a little adjustment here. Okay, and let the movie begin.
The ghosts are moving tonight, restless, hungry. May I introduce myself? I'm Watson Pritchard. In just a minute, I'll show you the only really haunted house in the world. Since it was built a century ago, 7 people, including my brother, have been murdered in it. Since then, I've owned the house. I've only spent one night there, and when they found me in the morning, I was almost dead.
I'm Frederick Lauren, and I've rented the house on Haunted Hill tonight so that my wife can give a party. A haunted house party. She's so amusing. There'll be food and drink and ghosts, and perhaps even a few murders. You're all invited. If any of you will spend the next 12 hours in this house, I'll give you each $10,000, or your next of kin in case you don't survive. Ah, but here come our other guests. It was my wife's idea to have our guests come in funeral cars. She's so amusing. Her sense of humor is, shall we say, original. I dreamed up the hearse. It's empty now, but after a night in the house on Haunted Hill, who knows? This is Lance Schroeder, a test pilot, so no doubt a brave man. But don't you think you can be much braver if you're paid for it? And I happen to know that Lance needs the $10,000 I'll give him, if he's brave enough to stay all night. This is Ruth Bridges. You've no doubt read her column in the newspapers. She says her reason for coming to the party is to write a feature article on ghosts. She's also desperate for money. Gambles. You've already met Watson Pritchard, a man living in mortal fear of a house, and yet he is risking his life to spend another night here. I wonder why. He says for money. This is Dr. David Trent, a psychiatrist. He claims that my ghost will help his work on hysteria. But don't you see a little touch of greed there? Around the mouth and eyes? This is Nora Manning. I picked her from the thousands of people who work for me because she needed the 10,000 more than most. Supports her whole family. Isn't she pretty? The party's starting now, and you have until midnight to find the house on Haunted Hill.
Well, where is everybody?
It isn't a very warm welcome, is it?
Only the ghosts in this house are glad we're here.
Are we all strangers to each other? Don't you two know each other?
I'm afraid I don't even know your name.
I'm Nora Manning.
Lance Schroeder.
Is Frederick Lauren a friend of yours?
I've heard of him, but I've never met him.
I work for one of his companies, but I've never seen him.
I've never met the man either. Just a phone call. Do you know him?
No,
Well, then you're the only one of us who does.
I don't know him. All the details about renting the house were done by mail.
He's quite wealthy, isn't he?
Millions.
And 5 wives, I believe.
4, I think, so far.
A $50,000 party for only 5 people is a little steep, even for a millionaire.
Well, if I were going to haunt anybody, this would certainly be the house I'd do it in.
Who closed the door?
This thing's made of solid steel.
Annabelle, our guests are here and fortunately still alive. Is your face on yet?
Dust and dirt everywhere, and the water barely trickles. Couldn't you have had the place cleaned?
Atmosphere, darling. You know how ghosts are. They never tidy up. And that's a very fetching outfit, but hardly suitable for a party.
I'm not going to the party.
The spend the night ghost party was your idea, remember? Since it's going to cost me $50,000, I want you to have fun.
The party was my idea until you invited all the guests. Why all these strangers? Why none of our friends?
Friends? Do we have any friends?
No, your jealousy took care of that.
I had a reason for inviting each guest. I wanted kind of a cross-section. From psychiatrist to typist, and from drunk to jet pilot. They share one thing. They all need money. Now let's see if they're brave enough to earn it.
And you call this a party?
Could be.
Why do you always do that? It spoils the champagne.
It might explode.
Never does.
Will you guarantee that?
That isn't funny, Frederick.
Make a good headline. Playboy kills wife with champagne cork. Will you join me?
No, thank you.
Just a sip might improve your humor.
My humor is fine, thanks. And I haven't poisoned it.
It's always good to know that. Have some. You'll enjoy the party more. Go on.
Your trust is so touching. And I'm not going to the party.
Of all my wives, you're the least agreeable.
But still alive.
Would you go away for $1 million tax-free? You want it all, don't you?
I deserve it all. Your jealousy isn't tax-free. And your possessiveness is maddening.
If ever a man had grounds for divorce,
But can't prove them.
the time will come. You'll slip up one of these days,
Think so?
if I live long enough. You remember the fun we had when you poisoned me?
Something you ate, the doctor said.
Yes, arsenic on the rocks. Annabelle, you'd do it again if you thought you could get away with it, wouldn't you?
Darling, what makes you think that?
Something about you. I hear that hanging is very uncomfortable, in case you get any more ideas. Don't let the ghosts and the ghouls disturb you, darling.
Darling, the only ghoul in the house is you.
And don't sit up all night thinking of ways to get rid of me. It makes wrinkles.
This is what she used on my brother and her sister. Hacked them to pieces. We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
The wife, probably in a rage, threatened her husband with a knife and then, carried away by hysteria, took a swing at him and simply went on from there.
She certainly went on. How many people did she kill, Mr. Pritchard?
Only two. Her husband and her sister. No one else was here.
So there are two loose heads just floating around in here somewhere?
You can hear them at night. They whisper to each other and then cry.
Since our host isn't here, would anyone care to mix me a drink?
Certainly. What will you have?
Good evening. I'm your host, Frederick Lauren. Since we're all strangers to each other, let's get acquainted with a drink, shall we?
Mr. Lauren, I advise you to call this party off now. The ghosts are already moving, and that's a bad sign.
Let me apologize for my wife. She'll join us later. What do you have,
Scotch and.
Doctor?
I'll have the same.
Now, before the party begins, let's go over the details. The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning. Once the door is locked, there's no way out. The windows have bars that a jail would be proud of, and the only door to the outside locks like a vault. There's no electricity, no phone, no one within miles, so no way to call for help.
Like a coffin.
So if any of you decide not to stay for the party, you must let me know before midnight. Of course, if you leave, I shan't be able to pay you anything.
I'm interested in your reasons for this, party. Aside from pleasant company.
Ghosts, Doctor. I think everyone wonders what they would do if they saw a ghost. And now my wife has given us all the opportunity to find out.
Amusing. Ghosts, etc., being only creations of hysteria, your party should be a success.
Well, Pritchard here promises us genuine ghosts.
7 now. Maybe more before morning.
That's cheerful.
4 men have been murdered in this house. And 3 women.
You planned your party very well, Mr. Lauren. 4 of us are men, 3 are women. Well, a ghost for everybody.
And Pritchard, why don't you take us on a tour through the house and let's see what happens, huh?
See that stain? Blood. A young girl was killed here. And whatever got her wasn't human. Don't stand there.
What do you mean? Where?
It's too late. They've marked you.
Ridiculous. The roof probably leaks.
Oh, that must be what it is. Who would want to haunt me?
I would say any self-respecting male ghost.
I hope it doesn't come back.
Well, Mr. Pritchard, you're the life of the party.
He hasn't even started yet. Wasn't there a man who threw his wife into a wine vat or something?
That was in the cellar. There's been a murder almost every place in this house. All this belonged to a Mr. Norton, who didn't die here. He was electrocuted later. Mr. Norton did a good deal of experimenting with wines, but his wife didn't think it was any good. So he filled the vat with acid and threw her in. She was supposed to stay down. But the bones came up. It's a funny thing. But none of the murders here were just ordinary. Just shooting or stabbing. They've all been sort of wild, violent, and different.
Look out!
Thank God she didn't fall in.
You mean there's still acid in there?
Destroys everything with hair and flesh. Just leaves the bones. My, it's dry and dusty down here.
Well, there's a cure for that upstairs. Come on.
How'd you get invited to this party? No. Oh, go on. I mean, what did he tell you?
Mr. Lawrence said everybody'd get $10,000.
But he didn't say anything about being locked in.
No.
He just made a deal with me on the phone, but nothing about having to stay.
Aren't you going to stay?
If I don't, I lose $10,000.
I'm going to stay too. $10,000.
Yeah. You believe in ghosts?
I don't know.
Well, I agree with what that doc says. You can spook yourself. I've done it in planes. Seen things that weren't really there. Or were they? What are you going to do with your $10,000? If we get it.
What do you mean if we get it? Won't he pay us if we stay?
Ah, sure he will. 10,000 is no more to him than a nickel is to us.
We were in an automobile accident. Now I'm the only one in the family who can make any money.
Boy, I've never seen so many doors. Closet. Bottles.
Does it go anywhere? Lance! Lance! Please! Lance is gone, and there's a ghost.
See what I mean?
Please, come on!
Did she say Lance is gone? Gone where?
We'll have to break it down. It's locked.
What? Nothing that money won't cure. I must have bumped my head.
And the only way you could bump your head in here is to run head on into the wall. You didn't do that, did you? Let's get a bandage on that.
I wonder why they didn't kill him.
Who?
He didn't bump his head. They hit him.
They?
Nora, when you came in, you said something about a ghost.
There was something.
What did it look like?
Well, it was wearing a black thing that went all the way to the floor.
Weren't you a little frightened at the time?
Well, yes.
That, Mr. Lauren, is hysteria.
But then, Doctor, how do you explain what happened to Lance? Was that hysteria, too?
You better get that checked in a day or so.
Thanks, Doc. Wait for me in the hall.
The ghosts are coming closer, Mr. Lauren.
You really believe in your pet ghost, don't you, Pritchard?
Before the night's over, you will, too.
Would you like a drink, Lance?
No, thanks.
I'd like one. Scotch and. Mr. Lauren, are you really going to pay anyone who stays all night?
Certainly. $10,000.
Will there be much red tape or delay?
In a hurry, dear?
Frankly, yes. Or frantically.
There you are, my dear.
Someone or something was in here when I came in. But where? And if the door was locked, how did it get out? What you saw might have been a ghost, Nora, but what was in here with me was no ghost.
I don't know. I was so scared.
Does it sound different to you?
Yes.
Three, 6, 9, 12. 12 feet. Three, 6. Now, I'm going to knock on the other wall. When you hear me, you knock on this wall. Tap lower down. Where'd it come from?
From in here.
What if it ran out of here? I'd have seen it.
Lance, it doesn't run. It just floats.
Yeah, but why didn't I see it?
You don't believe me.
How can I?
I'm Annabelle Lauren. You must be Miss Manning. I realize this is a very unusual and I'm afraid very dull party. Wouldn't you like to freshen up? This is your room. Depressing, isn't it?
I doubt if I'll spend much time here.
It's going to rain. Perfect atmosphere for my husband's party. Why did you come here?
He said he'd give me $10,000.
Why did he pick you?
I don't know. My supervisor just came and said I'd been invited.
How long have you known my husband?
I just met him tonight.
So? Why you? What were you doing wandering around by yourself?
Well, I was in the cellar with Lance, Mr. Schroeder, and I just left, that's all.
Don't do it again. Don't go anywhere in this house by yourself. Now fix your face and I'll come by for you in a few minutes.
But
You're in danger. We all are.
who?
I hope for your sake you never find out.
Okay, quick pause because like I just want to say this so far has been a little bit creepier than I was expecting, but also funnier. Like I'm also just loving the comments. Y'all are cracking me up. But I'm curious, do we think that the rich guy like rigged this game somehow? And also like what are our theories? Like I feel like he rigged the game and somehow his wife knows something. Also, I'm like laughing at the idea of the wife being the woman that was in the makeup and also like the ghost that we could see. Like imagine her being that person. Which I know is not the case, but it's just also just making me laugh. Okay, someone's theorizing serial killer very well. Like someone, I think it was Jetty earlier said it reminded them of what was it? H. Holmes, I think the guy's name is, who was like a serial killer, had a crazy house. But this isn't like the rich guy's house. So I'm like curious how he could have rigged it. I don't know. Like, let's see. You think the couple's trying to kill each other? Okay. I can see that, definitely. Like that was definitely set up in the beginning. Um, right? Very quickly rubbing the makeup off. Like that's what I want. I wish that was the reality. Yes, yes. Um, okay, let's see. I've never seen the movie, but I'm taking a wild guess that the game portrayal might be based on this movie. Okay, so I think maybe he did it right, but it ends up back. Okay. Yes, I do think you're right. There's probably going to be a twist where if he did rig it, it backfires. I can see that, definitely. All right. Keep the theories coming. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you guys are too. All right, we'll keep it rolling.
I'm Annabelle Lauren. Were you looking for something?
Not exactly.
Are you the doctor?
No, I'm Lance Schroeder.
The pilot. You've hurt yourself.
Oh, it's just a bump on the head. Which is my room?
I believe this is it.
Thank you, Mrs. Lauren.
Annabelle Lance. You were with the young girl in the cellar. Why was she so upset?
Was she?
And you don't look like the type to go around bumping his head. What really happened, Lance?
Well, Nora thought she saw a ghost, but I didn't see anything.
She was just frightened then.
And mad at me, I think. I kidded her about it.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
Now, don't tell me you're taking all this seriously.
Aren't you?
Well, I'd like to find out what hit me.
Lance, if I need help, may I count on you?
Yeah, sure, I guess so. Look, what's going on here anyway? I mean, what is with this party bit?
This is no party. He's planning something.
Your husband?
I wish I knew what it was.
Must be pretty big if he's going to lay out 50,000.
The money doesn't mean anything. He has a reason for getting us all up here to this dreadful old house.
Well, what for? He doesn't even know us.
Maybe that's exactly why you're here.
Well, what can he get away with?
Oh, he thinks that big money like his can get away with anything. You know, of course, that I'm his fourth wife. The first simply disappeared. The other two died. Lance, I don't want to join them.
You mean he,
Oh, his doctor said they died of heart attacks. Two girls in their 20s.
Well, what can he do?
My husband is sometimes insane with jealousy. Nothing matters to him then. Please be careful.
Would he hurt you?
He would kill me if he could.
Annabelle, you're missing all the fun. Nora Manning was almost killed by a falling chandelier. The pilot bashed his head in.
Is he badly hurt?
The Saturnine psychiatrist bandaged him up. Don't you want to go and console him, as you do most men, in your fashion?
You're so clever, Frederick.
So I lie awake nights wondering why I married you. It was rather a mistake.
You didn't marry me, dear. I married you. Unpleasant, but no mistake.
Hurry up.
Frederick, for the last time, I'm not going to your party.
And for the last time, it's not my party, but yours. And you are going.
I am not.
You ready, dear?
No.
Are you ready, dear?
Yes, damn you.
Would you adore me as much if I were poor? No. All you want to be is a lovely widow. It's almost time to lock up the house. Then your party will really begin. I wonder how it'll end. It's close to midnight, Lance.
Okay. I'll be down in a minute.
Who is it?
Your host, my dear. It's almost midnight, Nora. We're all going to get together down in the living room.
All right, Mr. Lloyd. I'll be right down.
Come with us. Come with us before he kills you. Where's Nora? Miss Manning.
Don't want to stay here.
Nora, what happened? That's Jonas Slides and his wife. They've been caretakers here for years. She's blind, you know.
I'm not going to stay here.
Well, Doctor, it looks like we have a real case of hysteria on our hands.
I think she's just a little upset, not hysterical.
Good evening.
Hello, my dear. This is my wife. These are our guests. Ruth Bridges, Dr. Trent. You know Watson Pritchard, of course. Nora Manning, and this is Lance Schroeder.
Get me out of here.
Now, what about the 10,000?
I don't care. He wants to kill me.
Who wants to kill you?
Mr. Lawrence.
May I have your attention, please? I think you all remember the bargain we made about staying all night. $10,000 apiece. If any of you don't survive, $50,000 will be divided amongst the rest of you. If I should die, you will be paid by my estate. When the door is locked from the outside by the caretakers, we'll all be forced to stay in this house until morning. If any of you decide not to stay, you must leave with the caretakers now. You won't have a chance to change your minds later, because there'll be no way to get out.
I don't want to stay.
Wait.
It isn't midnight yet. Who told them they could leave?
They never leave before midnight.
Well, they've gone now. I was going to ask you whether you wanted to stay or not, but it seems that the caretakers have made the decision for you. We're all locked in now.
But I don't want to stay.
I'm sorry, my dear, but it's too late now.
Darling, haven't you had enough of the silly game? Get some cars up here for these people and let them go home. But pay them first.
This is your party, remember? In spite of my wife's faith in my ability to do the impossible, we will all have to stay in this house until 8 o'clock in the morning. But we have some party favors for you in these little coffins. This is my wife's idea. I must say, I think it's rather dangerous. I suppose you all know how to use one of these things, but in case you don't, you just press down on this lever with your thumb and then pull the trigger. You see, they're loaded.
These are no good against the dead, only the living.
Doctor? Lance? Nora?
Go ahead, take it.
Miss Bridges? And here's yours, dear.
I don't need it.
It was your idea. Who knows, you may want to use it on me before this night is over.
Throw these guns away. They won't do you any good.
I agree with Pritchard on that point, although not for the same reason.
Dr. Trent, don't you approve of our little party favors?
Suppose Nora had had a gun when she mistook the blind woman for a ghost.
I don't think anyone else is going to walk around in total darkness.
Oh, I'm sure we're not going to go running around the house shooting each other, aren't you?
Who knows? Fear makes people do amazing things.
Mr. Pritchard, you said your sister-in-law killed a man and a woman here and cut them up? You said they found hands and feet, but they never found any heads. Would you like to see one of those heads? Would you all like to see one of those heads? Well, then, just follow me.
Darling, I really don't need this.
Just go look in my suitcase. Just go look. But it was in there. A woman's head.
Nora, I think you're a little upset. Would you care for a sedative?
Get out! Get out, all of you! All of you, get out of here and leave me alone! Just get out of here!
You think it's all right to leave her by herself, Doctor?
I wish she'd taken the sedative.
Well, what do you suppose she thought she saw?
They're closing in on her.
Look, Doc, I think somebody ought to stay with her.
There could be 1,000,000 people around her. And if they wanted her, they'd get her.
What if he's right?
He's too drunk to know what he's talking about.
I wonder. I'll join you in a minute.
Do you think it would do any good if you went in and talked to her?
Well, do you think there really was a head in her suitcase?
I don't know.
A thing like that would put me right over the edge.
Look, would you sort of stay up here, in case she needs help?
All right. I'll be in my room. Just call it.
Thanks.
Are you sure there are only 7 people in this house?
Positive, except for the ghosts.
I don't believe in ghosts, nor in frightening women. In Nora's case, it's gone far enough. Perhaps too far.
What do you suggest we do about it, Doctor?
Don't frighten her anymore.
Nora? 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 Nora! What do you know about this?
They've taken her. In a little while, she'll be one of them.
Where's Nora? Where is she?
It's too late. It's too late. You'll never find her again.
Pritchard, if you know where she is, you better tell me now.
She's gone. She's gone with them. There's nothing you can do about it.
Nora.
Let her down.
Nora?
She's dead, Mr. Lauren. Your wife hanged herself.
Suicide.
Nora. Please hide me. Please hide me.
What's the matter?
Hide me. He tried to kill me. He grabbed me and choked me and put me in that room. And then he went away and left me.
Who?
He thought I was dead.
Who?
Mr. Lord.
Are you sure about this?
I don't know. It was dark, but it must have been him.
Has anybody seen you since he left you?
I heard some people in that room, but I went by and nobody saw me.
Mrs. Lauren is dead.
How?
Lauren said she committed suicide, but I think somebody killed her.
Him.
I'm sure you've come to the same conclusion I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's all have a meeting, discuss what to do. The living room?
Okay, in a minute. I've got to go downstairs. Now, you lock yourself in here and don't let anybody know you're here. If he thinks you're dead, he won't come here. And I'll get back as soon as I can. You'll be all right. And if you have to, you use it. So beautiful. So greedy. So cold.
What are you doing in here?
Wait. Don't wait.
What do you mean coming in here?
I didn't want them to take her away.
Drunk.
They will if you don't watch her.
You're drunk. All right, out with it, Bridget. Why did you come into this room?
I'm the only one who understands.
Understands what?
Your wife isn't there anymore. She's already joined them.
Bridget, I've had enough of your spook talk. Get out, you sot, and don't come back into this room again.
Where's what's her name? Nora.
I didn't disturb her since I don't think this concerns her.
No, you're right.
Mr. Loren, isn't there some way we can get out of this house now?
No, none at all.
We could try breaking out.
The only door to the outside is made of steel. The bars of the windows are set in solid stone. We gotta stay.
I'm not afraid of your ghosts, Pritchard. But I am afraid. When we came here a few hours ago, the only thing we had in common was the $10,000 we'd get. Now, however, we share something else. The death of Mrs. Loren. So far tonight, one of us was almost killed by a falling chandelier. One of us was mysteriously slugged. One of us has been driven to the brink of absolute hysteria. And one of us is dead. Were these accidents? Suicide? And we must stay here for 6 more hours.
6 hours? 6 of us. Time enough.
Who'll be next? How will it happen?
Let me ask you a question, Doctor. You were the first one to see my wife there. Did you also see anything that she could have climbed up on and then jumped?
No.
Did any of you? There was nothing. How then did she get up there so high?
Exactly, Mr. Loren. How? She couldn't have pulled herself up there. She couldn't have dropped from the ceiling. Do you think your wife killed herself?
No. She was murdered by one of you.
Or you, Mr. Loren. To deliberately kill someone, you must have a reason.
We were all strangers to your wife. Only you had a motive for murder.
What husband hasn't at some time wanted to kill his wife? What husband hasn't had 1,000 opportunities to do it in such a way so that he'd never be suspected? I'm not such a fool as to hang my wife from a ceiling by a rope.
The fact remains that you, or one of us, murdered Mrs. Loren. And that's a matter for the police.
So how do we get the police?
That's my point. We can't until morning. What began as a silly party given by an eccentric has now involved us all in murder.
For once, Pritchard may be right. If another murder's in the works, let's stop it now.
Another murder.
Why not? Maybe one of us saw too much.
Why should even a millionaire want to give each of us $10,000 to spend one night in a gloomy old house? To see some ghosts, have a party? No.
Have you finished trying me, Doctor? And is the verdict guilty of murder?
Oh, this isn't getting us anywhere. Somebody killed Mrs. Loren. We know that. One of us is guilty and the rest of us are innocent. Okay. Now, what we have to do for the next 6 hours is protect ourselves from each other.
You really think?
I don't think anything. I just know that I'm going to my room. And if anybody comes in, I'll shoot him. Or her.
And if we all stay in our rooms, we'll be safe. Because the innocent will have no reason to leave his room. And the guilty will admit his guilt if he or she does.
And we all have guns.
And we're all agreed?
Oh, I wish this night were over.
Rooms? Guns? I tell you, it doesn't make any difference. They aren't through with us yet. What's the use of saying goodnight?
Good night.
Good night, Doctor.
Nora, it's me, Lance. You okay? They've all gone to their rooms and locked themselves in.
Lance, I've been thinking. It was so dark down there. Maybe it wasn't Mr. Lorne.
It was him, all right. He tried to kill you, and he did kill his wife.
How can you be so sure?
She tried to warn me, asked me to help her. The doc thinks he's going to try and kill one of us. Now, there must be a way out of this place, and I'm going to find it and get the police before he does.
I'm going with you.
What if he finds out you're alive? No, Nora. You're safer here than any place else. Now just lock yourself in and keep quiet. If I find a way out, I'll come back and get you.
An admission of guilt, Doctor?
Certainly not. There's either somebody else in this house or one of us has left his room. Did you hear anything?
Organ music?
That, and someone walking.
You got yours? Ready?
You look downstairs, and I'll look up here.
Why not together?
There may be only minutes, seconds left of someone's life. Why waste time? It's almost over, darling. Every detail was perfect.
What's happening?
We've done it. A perfect crime. Beautiful.
Has she killed him?
Not yet, but she will.
Get me out of this hanging harness. What's taking that girl so long? What time is it?
At first, I couldn't get Nora to want to protect herself with a gun. After you appeared at the window, everything began to work just as we had planned. You were wonderful. Just the touch that finally drove her into complete hysteria.
It'll be worth all of our planning, darling. Where's Nora now? What's happening?
On her way to the cellar. So scared she'll shoot the first thing that moves.
And Frederick?
On his way to the cellar, too.
David, are you sure none of them will suspect us?
Of what? An hysterical girl accidentally shoots somebody? Who would suspect that we planned it that way, that we drove her to it?
What about my suicide?
But just a ghost party gag. We'll claim it was a dummy since I'm the only one who touched you.
And the caretakers?
Well, they had no idea what they were really doing.
What about Nora? She's not stupid, you know.
Darling, believe me, everything we planned is working perfectly. Nora is sure Frederick murdered you. She thinks Frederick attacked her in the cellar, not me. And now Nora's almost out of her mind with fear. The heads, the music, you're hanging. I tell you, when Frederick walks in there, she'll shoot him.
It's taking too long. David, you ought to be there.
When you hear the shot, come down to the cellar.
David? David?
At last you've got it all. Everything I have. Even my life. But you're not going to live to enjoy it. Come with me, murderess. Come with me. Good night, Doctor. Good night, Annabelle. The crime you two planned was indeed perfect. Only the victim is alive and the murderers are not. It's a pity you didn't know when you started your game of murder that I was playing too.
There must be some way to get in here.
It's right along here somewhere.
Lance! I've shot Mr. Lorne. He's down in the wine cellar.
Alive.
I don't think so. It's him. He's alive.
You didn't shoot anyone, my dear. I loaded your gun with blanks. I can tell you all now. Trent and my wife were planning to kill me. They failed. Trent tried to throw me in the vat. My wife stumbled and fell. I'm ready for justice to decide if I'm innocent or guilty.
Now they're 9. There'll be more, many more. They're coming for me now. And then they'll come for you.
Wow. There were so many twists that I still don't have answers to some questions. I'm thinking of I know I mentioned it in the comments, but, like, the rope that, like, snaked its way around her legs and, like, undid it, like, how was that possible? Um, Also, yeah, like, how did she not notice the wife, like, the strings, which is funny, like, yeah, caught up in the moment, but, like and also the skeleton was so short compared to like, someone pointed that out, I was like, "Oh my god, you're right." Wow, that was, like, such a fun movie. Um, yeah, I guess fishing line, but, like, I don't know how the people would have controlled that, like, like because it was, like, the wife hanging out the window. Wow. Um, so there was ghost too yeah, I feel like I wanted more ghost action. Um, yeah, I wanted some more ghost action. Don't forget, everyone, to let down your mullets tonight. Um, yeah, there were ghosts and also murder plots, but yeah, I wanted more ghost options. Um, yeah, that was hilarious. Okay, Kim Johnson, you were with the one-liners tonight. Like, you kept them coming. Thank you. Everyone was like really funny, but like pretty much everything you said had me laughing. So thank you. Um, let's see. That's funny. Um, okay. And I love a good campy movie, so I'll have to check out High Spirits. Um, I don't think the ghosts were the groundskeepers. I think because we didn't see the groundskeepers since they left, but I still don't understand how the wife groundskeeper rolled. Um, I think that's just so hilarious to know that she wasn't a ghost and she was just like, "Ooh," just cracks me up. Um, But I don't think I think it was just, like and also, like, what was the furry, like, monster hand that reached around? Like, there's so many unanswered questions, which honestly, in my opinion, is kind of part of a good story because you a in a good horror story, I feel like there's a lot of questions that, like, it's creepy because you don't know, right? But at the same time, like, I needed a little bit more, I feel like, from this one, but it was definitely a fun one to watch. Um, yeah, there was a really good creepy atmosphere the whole time, even though more ghosts would have been cool. I agree completely. Um, it was just weird, honestly. Yeah, it was probably just someone's random ass hand just reaching around that door. Exactly. Whose hairy, nasty hand? Um, okay. I wonder maybe they were just moonwalking also, just like for I don't anyway. Um Okay. So, yeah, you're so right. They weren't really making it to make sense. It was a fun one overall. I do hope and I'd like to see it without colorization. My bad for doing the colorization also, like, I didn't intend to do that, and I think that there was probably an option to not do colorization. I just didn't realize it was colorized because, like, in the very beginning, because I just, like, watched the intro, and that looked black and white. So, my bad for that. For future ones, I'll be sure to do black and white. I'll check it. Um, and also just want to actually, let me get back to just me here. Um, For future ones, I hope you guys had so much fun. I hope you wanna join me for next week, Stitch and Scream. One of the movie options is Night of the Living Dead. If you want to see if you have other movies in mind, I know there's some thrown out earlier, but check out the list of, public domain movies. I put it in the description below, and see if there's any that you're like, "Ooh, this would be so fun to watch together," or maybe you've seen it and you know it's a good one. Maybe you have it and you wanna see it and you wanna watch it together. Um, Put them in the comments here, any recommendations, or email me back if you've gotten any of the, Stitch and Scream emails. Just, like, reply to an email or DM me on Instagram. So many ways to let me know what you wanna watch. Um Also for those okay, so I see someone here, someone's gonna be traveling next week. So if you can't make it live to any of these, once we wrap up here, the replay is available. So even though you can't join us live, you could still grab your whip when you have time and settle in, and you can, I think, watch the comments, like, live, like, there's a way to watch the comments. So you can still enjoy it, and hopefully you can, yeah, kind of, like, get back to it. Cool. I'm so glad that some people are down for next week. So yeah, also, if you haven't yet, please sign up for getting updates. I have that link in the description below as well. So that way you don't miss any movie polls, you don't miss any notices for upcoming movies. And another way to stay up to date and not miss any showings is to subscribe to the New Wave Knitting YouTube channel. So thank you all for joining me. This was so much fun. I had a blast, and I will see you again next week. Happy knitting.